Follow me, 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 yeah, follow me. I'm hoping to see the day when my people can all relate. We must stop fighting. We must stop fighting. We must stop fighting. We must stop fighting to achieve the peace that was taught in our country. We shall all be free. Follow me. Don't you follow me to a place where we can be free. Yeah. Come with me over there. Let's put an end to racial hatred and let's learn to share. Can you feel it? It's in the air. Now it's time for changes. Time for us to care. Follow me.
Welcome to my hood. We right over here off of North Avenue in Graffiti Alley. And I'm here with my main man, RD.
What's
and as
up?
you know, I'm Sharief. And we just gonna keep it real for you. And then, I was addressing some issues earlier. I had posted this shirt about Stop the Violence Baltimore Challenge. And I was saying, can we have one of them days where we don't have no violence at all? And I was asking my man, RD, do you think it's possible for us to not have a violent day?
It could be possible if our young brothers learn how to put the guns down and fight. And real men fight skin to skin and you know, mano y mano, as they say. Because if you fight and you walk away, you can be friends if you want to, or you can't be friends. I remember in the day, man, where if you weren't friends, y'all fought every day, but you lived to fight another day.
True that.
You know what I mean? So you mean the guy never got along, but y'all still lived to fight. You know what I mean? Or that you just stayed out of each other's way. And that's real men right there. You know what I mean? If you don't get along with somebody, you stay out that person's way.
But see, now we got these gangs, and there's a big difference with the gangs and and the mentality. The mentality right now is like it's like attack like animals. You know, ain't no such thing as the one-on-one or I got hurt and I'm not gonna come back. The thing is, I got to come back.
Yeah.
I got to rep myself.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta make it known that I'm not no punk.
It's a bunch of foolishness, really, man. You know, like I say, real men, know when to stay out of each other's way and know how to get along, even under the circumstances of not getting along. You understand? Because life is important, no matter who you like or don't like. Life is important. You don't like that person, stay out of that person's way. And just make some better decisions. That's what they got to do.
Exactly.
You got to make better decisions. And if you don't know how to do that, then ask for help. That's what we're here for, man. You know what I mean? Go sit underneath of an elder's feet and learn some wisdom from somebody. And stop thinking you know it all. Y'all don't know it all. We have been through where y'all at now, and we have lived to survive. And we can give you that wisdom that you need. Please put the guns down. Really?
I remember we was over the jail. We ain't had no guns over there.
How about that?
We might have had the swords and the shanks and stuff, but a lot of us stayed underneath the elders' feet.
Yeah.
I remember I wasn't even so old up in there, but the way I was carrying it, people thought Go to this brother because he knows something. About then, I was changing my life around because I was getting tired of going back in there. And people was like, "Damn, you back?"
Absolutely, yeah.
And you get, you be saying to yourself, when somebody tell you that, that's not a compliment. That's an insult.
Absolutely.
And these brothers now, they ain't even getting a chance to go back because the first time they go in there, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You talking life?
Absolutely.
Because you done took a life, so it's more like an eye for an eye.
And then with this war on drugs, phony garbage here, all they want to do is just arrest a lot of, minorities. And that's us. You know what I mean? Why can't we have that day of peace, And let's try to strive for that. And other things also, man, let's put the guns down and stop killing each other. And let's try to love one another. If we have a disagreement, let's disagree in love instead of hate.
The drugs is one of the reasons why the guns are being picked
Absolutely.
up.
Absolutely.
The money goes hand in hand with the drugs and the money and the guns.
Absolutely.
The dollar on that corner might not be greater than the one on that corner. So when you turn around and this brother say, "I want that corner," you know what he gonna do.
Yeah. But you can still do that and get along with each other's hustle, man. Just respect the other man's hustle. That's all. Stay out of his way.
Why not legalize the hustle?
That'll work. Most definitely.
You can't legalize no drug hustle, but I know you can legalize some other hustles. Cause I done legalized mine. I done did that. Them bits.
How about
I'm
that?
tired of doing them. And I'm tired of doing the drugs. I done got the 8 in clean on everything across the board. So I don't need to do that no more.
Yeah.
So when I look at the brothers that's out here, I tell them quick. This how I went. When I was out here, I was selling for myself, and then I started taking from myself. And then I started taking from myself. So you ain't gonna be out here doing nothing that is original.
Absolutely.
We done did it.
We ain't doing nothing but recycling and recycling and recycling and recycling. That's all it basically is.
Yeah, it's like a garbage can. Get it, you put it in, but you don't get nothing good coming up out of it.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? And there's the old saying is there's nothing new under the sun, which there is nothing new under the sun. What y'all are doing is what have been done, tried, and proven. You can do it, but back in the day when little Melvin was doing it, the people who were supposed to got killed. There wasn't a lot of innocent bystanders getting killed. And to the people who, been shooting them innocent bystanders, man, turn yourselves in, man. Be a man and own up to that if you don't own up to nothing else. Be a man and do that. And give the people whose lives you have changed some closure. You know what I mean? So let's start being, if a real man take real man responsibility and do grown-up things. That's what real men do.
Like take care of their children.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to be killing somebody else and having the mother and the uncles and the nephews taking care of the next man's child because this man can't. He can't take care of a child from a casket.
Absolutely.
And he damn sure can't take care of one from a jail cell. So we have to remember, everything that follows this messed up economy
Yes.
will end our economy, which is the failure.
Absolutely.
And our failure is not no goddamn cycle that should be continued and continued and continued.
That's right. We got to break the cycle of violence. And like we say, man, if you got a beef with somebody, just sit down and discuss it, or just go skin to skin, and get it out your system. Go ahead.
What we need is some conflict resolution things because some people don't know how to internalize when they wrong or they right or it does. Sometimes people just disagreeing. Just to disagree and don't know they both on the same page, they're just saying it differently.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then this respect thing, I looked it up and it's admiration. It's not something that say you have to totally honor me.
Absolutely.
And when you get down to that, obviously you don't know what respect is. Because now you disrespecting somebody by trying to kill them and the dream of their family.
Yes, so true.
And it's just sad when I think about it. When I say welcome to my hood, I'm basically like trying to welcome y'all into a good part of Baltimore. But unfortunately, you can't find that everywhere.
Well, Ice Cube made that song, It Was a Good Day. And what I found out about it is he was saying that there are good days in the hood. Every day there's not always killing every day. So let's celebrate that. The good days that we have. That nobody got shot, nobody got killed. We might have had some disagreements and some fights, but we still live another day.
Unfortunately, there's no good days here for some people and some families because there've been like almost 150 murders and damn near twice that many shootings.
Wow.
So if you talking, we on average of killing 1 or 2. It's not no good days for somebody.
Absolutely.
You know, it's definitely not no good days, and that's unfortunate that you're gonna run into that type of havoc.
Yeah.
And the bad thing about what I really hate to hear is Black Lives Matter. When I hear Black Lives Matter, I'm wondering, is that for the cops or if that's for us? Because if we're Black Lives Matter, why are we running around here killing black people?
There you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, a good point. A good point. Because the black lives have to matter to us, not to anybody else, but to the people who are losing their lives, which is us. So if black lives matter, then we must put the guns down in order to make these black lives matter, you know. But in the media, all the media want to do is pump up the hype, but you don't hear too many positive stories about black folks doing positive things. So we have to find the positive things to get the positive things out there that says that we can be positive and not always judgmental and always like crabs in the
basket.
Yeah, pulling each other down. You know, let's start raising each other up. You know what I mean? And next time we look down on them, man, let's look down on them and extend the hand to help them up.
Sometimes when I be looking at them crabs, though, they be trying to hang on and go for the ride.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But as we, you know, each one reach one, each one teach one.
Exactly.
So like the Marines have a saying that we don't leave our men behind. That's what we got to do. We got to start reaching back and pulling each other up, you know, and just standing up for what's right, man. And what's right is that Black Lives Matter, but they have to matter to us, not to anybody else, no other race but us. We got to start caring about us. We got to start loving us, you know.
First.
Absolutely. And we can have that day of peace that's not so far off from the horizon if we learn to put down the guns, if we learn to love each other in peace, and learn how to be learn how to have a disagreement without being physically disrespectful to one another.
Come up with a new analysis and give us some new ideas and some new suggestions as to how to approach a problem that too many other people have been playing around with for too long.
Wake up!
By any means necessary.
Blame the gun in your hand for making you a target, for making you more likely to be picked on. Blame the dead boy, blame your mother, blame society, blame your father, blame the gun, blame anyone but yourself for not being strong enough to put down the gun, to break the cycle.
Wake up! Wake up, wake up, wake up!
By any means necessary.
Where are you going? You need to be watching Wild Away Baltimore.
Guys, find us. You can find us. I'm pretty sure our social media links are linked somewhere on the screen. Click them. Follow us. Love us. Do it.
Thanks for watching us. We gotta
Bye.
started out doing that same thing where we reached out. We were actually going to film festivals in Dallas, in North Carolina, in Philadelphia, kind of all across, as many as that we could get to reasonably. And we met filmmakers, New York, of course, and we met filmmakers face to face and really screened their films in real time. And also, typically at film festivals, you have an opportunity to interact with directors and producers and writers of these films. So what we did was we said, hey, we have a small film festival in Baltimore. We're going to be going into our second year next year. You should bring your film to Baltimore. And that's kind of how it happened initially. We were able to reach out with Knucklehead that way. We went to the world premiere at the New Voices of Black Cinema Film Festival in Brooklyn, and we met the director Ben Bowman, Javinga Akanabe, and Alfred Witter were there as well. So we were like, bring this film to Baltimore.
Yeah.
And Javinga, he's from the DC, Maryland area, grew up here. So it was definitely, we said it could be a nice homecoming for the film in the region. And lo and behold, they agreed, and we opened up this year's film festival with that film. So that's kind of organically how we were able to attract filmmakers to the festival.
Say 3. This is Welcome to My Hood Part 3. Gonna really kick it this time. Get real, in depth. Gonna have some few guests with us who's gonna tell you all exactly how it is to be in their hood. No matter if you're east, south, west, or north, we're gonna kick that thing and keep it real for you. We're gonna tell you why Baltimore is no more Charm City, but floating towards Harm City. And they talk about it being body more, murder land, kill more. Guess what? They're not playing. Right now, it's going to be a series of shows that's going to kick you right into full gear with what's happening here. From the riots all the way up to the spiking murders. We're going to just give it to you like it is. Think about those that will sit around and cry about the situation instead of doing something about the situation.
You got to get involved. You know what I mean? It's going to take everybody, even the ones that's sitting around, that's talking about it and everything. Okay, let's just reach out and start, reaching out to one another. If you got a suggestion, let's bring it up to the forefront, man. But first, we have to find a gathering spot where we can gather to have these discussions, to sit down and work them out.
That's true.
You know,
That's
so
true.
once we get that together and everything, or just, you know, hey, we have a discussion wherever we at, and hopefully it'll pass on, or post this and post that, all the good things. Let's post some of the good things instead of always posting somebody getting shot or somebody showing up with a gun or things of that nature. Let's post some positive things out there, because there's a lot of positive things happening in this world.
I hate to hear that the negativity is the thing that sells.
Yes, yes.
And it seemed like the news will give you 26 minutes of this person getting shot and 4 minutes of some sports and
Absolutely,
weather.
yeah.
You know, I really hate to hear that, and I hate to see it. And just like the other day when them 5 people got shot from a candlelight visual, I'm saying to
How
myself,
about that? You know,
damn.
Yeah, I mean, we can't even hold a visual on our loved ones without getting shot or killed. That doesn't make no sense at all. Here it is, we're supposed to be celebrating the person's life and everything. Unfortunately,
The home
you know,
going.
yeah, the home going.
And it didn't even have to be that way.
Not even have to be that way. So that's what we have to do. We have to learn how to love one another. My pastor has a saying that says we have to learn to love the hell out of each other. You know, so that's what we have to do.
Not
man.
love them to death.
Yeah, absolutely. Just love the hell about each other, man. Good or bad, man. Indifferences or not. We just have to get together and we have to start, you know, lifting each other up, doing positive things. That's the main source right there. We got to start doing that. After we put the guns down, then we got to start, you know, lifting each other up, man. Ain't nothing wrong with having a disagreement.
First, we got to put down the gun mentality.
Put the gun down, yeah.
Put the gun mentality down, because a lot of people, if they can't find a gun, they'll find a knife, or they'll find 6 other people to come along and try to kill somebody. It's like in the animal kingdom, they the ones who go out there and kill for survival. We don't have to do that.
Absolutely.
You know, we got stores we can go buy food from. We got food pantries we can go get something from. We're not sitting down there eating the human beings as it goes.
Absolutely. All right.
You know, so why would we kill somebody for survival purposes unless it is, if they're going to take from us, we got to make sure they don't. But you still don't have to kill them.
Exactly. You can defend your household without killing somebody.
Exactly.
You know, if that's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. If you got the gun and the person got the knives, hey, it's a no-win situation for the person with the knife. Only thing you got to do is disarm him, but you know what I mean, and restrain him, then call the cops. You know what I mean? That's all we got to do, man. But we have to, like Brother Sharief says, man, we have to, you know, first put down the guns. And that's where the whole thing starts, from putting down the guns, and we got to learn to love one another, regardless of our differences and regardless to our background or whatever have you. You know, everybody got a testimony. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But what we have to do, man, is we just got to start loving each other, and we got to start communicating a lot better, and we got to start. If Black lives really matter, then we have to put the guns down.
That's right, mothers. Y'all got to remember, most of y'all are in that house with that child. I'm not saying all fathers is not there, but most of y'all are there in that house first.
Yes.
When that child come home from school, you the next teacher.
Absolutely.
And you got to teach them from the time they coming up. If you want to see them to be successful.
That's right.
You know, President Obama wasn't out there gangbanging.
Absolutely.
You know?
He was home studying, he was hitting
you.
the books, and getting a good night's sleep. You know what I mean? Ain't saying that he didn't do his little thing, but he was more focused on his goals before he focused on the nonsense.
Even Ben Carson.
Yeah.
Come on now, he came from Detroit. And
Yeah.
Detroit is like this, but worse.
The #1 murder capital of the world, or somewhere in there.
I think we up there now. I know I heard we 6.
Right.
So we might be bumping them out the way. I don't know why we trying to bump out another city.
Yeah.
And it really doesn't make no sense.
Absolutely.
To be #1 in something like that.
Not negatively like that. #1 murder city of the world. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. What we need is to be the #1 city as far as, you know, helping each other, loving each other, just being there for your brother or your sister. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, we have to learn how to start loving ourselves. We got to teach the little young lady to be respectful of her body. You know what I mean? You can look good and you ain't got to be having it all hang out. But you can be good and you ain't got to be trying to have sex with every woman you see. You know what I mean? Or if you do, man, you know, cover it up. If you ain't ready for no kid, then cover it up. You know what I mean? Respect yourself as you respect that person.
Because diseases is real.
Absolutely.
Diseases don't have no prejudice about who it get.
You would think we're not in it. You would think we don't have an AIDS epidemic going on. You know what I mean?
Or gonorrhea or syphilis.
How about that?
And I think we number 1 and 2 in that situation.
Wow. All I know is there was a statistic that said from the year 2005 up until 2016, there was 50,000 cases of AIDS every year.
Damn.
Them some statistics for you. You know what I mean? 50,000 cases of AIDS every year from 2005 up to 2016. That scares me to death.
And that is no conspiracy.
Absolutely.
Ain't no conspiracy.
Absolutely. And you gotta love yourself, man. Wait to have sex. Ain't nothing wrong with waiting to have sex. Ain't nothing wrong with being a virgin. You know what I mean? But we just gotta all boil down to this, folks. We just gotta start making better choices. Our young people gotta start making better choices. We gotta teach the young people to respect themselves and love themselves. And you young ladies, stop falling for that okie doke. Somebody, love you or whatever.
Somebody gotta love you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Love yourself. Love yourself enough to make that person wait. If he love you, he'll wait.
Stop being afraid to be alone.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It doesn't make no sense. You was born alone, you're gonna die alone.
There you go.
So you're gonna be alone at some point in your life. And just because you got a child don't mean you're not alone. You're still alone. The father might not be there.
Yeah, but you just have to do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And don't be afraid to reach out and find these programs. They got programs for the homeless. If a homeless man can go down there and get some health insurance, a woman can go down there, a man can go down there and get some health insurance.
Some self-esteem insurance.
Yeah, and there you go. It's all out there for you, but you gotta dig into your resources. You gotta read, you gotta listen, you gotta talk about it, you gotta ask somebody about how do I go about this, how do I go about that. You know what I mean? So that's why I say you gotta sit at the foot of an elder to learn some stuff, man. And then you take what you can and leave the rest. You know what I mean? If it ain't for you, don't worry about that. But get something that you can get out of it. And if we can help reach 1 or 2 people, it's all been worth it.
That's
and you gotta start loving each other.
Just imagine if one person was able to help one person and the cycle continued. It'd
Absolutely.
be like a big snowball that would never melt.
Absolutely. Just grow bigger and bigger and bigger.
And our kids, they would be able to be raised by a sensible next generation.
Absolutely.
Instead of this being the X generation. And the X means to X you out.
Absolutely.
And that's sad.
Yeah.
That is sad. Because if you're not if you're not deemed to become the next president or thought of, close to it, or somebody successful to run your own company, to run your own state.
Absolutely.
Then hey, it just goes to show nobody has no confidence in you.
But the opportunities are out there.
Oh yeah.
You just gotta seek and find. You gotta knock. You gotta not take no for an answer. You know what I mean? If somebody tell you no, go to the next door and knock. If somebody tell you no, you keep on knocking and keep on knocking until somebody says yes to you. It's out there, man. You just gotta go for it and use your, surpluses. You know what I mean?
Forget knock and kick the door and use
that's
the
what it
window.
takes.
Squeeze underneath the door.
Absolutely.
Squeeze through the door to the dog trap.
Yes.
Get in there any way, any means necessary,
Absolutely.
any way possible.
Absolutely.
Just do it legally.
There you go.
Because the jails, they want you in there.
Yeah, and we giving March Funeral Home and all the other funeral homes too much business. You know what I mean? So we have to stop that. You know what I mean?
Do you know the funeral homes actually are delaying funerals because they have too many?
Absolutely. I don't doubt it.
And they ain't from the people that's dying with insurance. They delaying them because they know the people can't pay them. So if you can't pay me, why I'm gonna put them in the ground for?
All right now.
I can't go get the money from him.
Yeah.
And before I know, you might be killed. Talking about you gonna pay me and you can't even pay your own funeral.
Absolutely.
Sad.
So we have to start, investing in each other. You know what I mean? And that's about the cut and dry situation of it. We got to start investing in each other. Our young ladies got to start loving themselves enough to make the young brothers wait. The young brothers got to love themselves enough to wait. And these old men that's saying these young ladies, man, y'all got to cut that out, man. Really, you ought to know better. An older woman ought to know better. You know what I mean? It's just tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. And it got to start by stopping somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to thank RD. I'm Sharief. And we're going to be back at you once again with welcome to my hood.
Absolutely. Peace.
Peace.
We are one, came to fight us, Let them come and try us, we gon' stand together, put our hands together. We are one, came to fight us, Let them come and try us, we gon' stand together, put our hands together. Hands up, don't shoot. We just tryna get ahead, no loot. Cause these days, only one phrase, stay true. Ain't nobody safe on these streets. Cold blue, he can't breathe. We can't breathe. Seeing how they handle shit, what the kids believe. That we are the target. Open season on the darkest. Billy get away, but they gunning down Martin. Trying to get the Marcus. We ain't taking it no more. 12, you trying to lay us out, but you see we here still. Look around, I don't think it could get any more real. They holding all the cards and we getting a raw deal. Cause unarmed, they shoot you down without fear. Got a gun, you go to jail with no bail. What are we supposed to do? Line up like fucking ducks for you? We are one, came to fight us, Let them come and try us, we gon' stand together,